In the global race to build artificial intelligence, it really feels like a few giants in the US and China are writing all the rules. But today, we're diving into a company that's writing its own chapter, in its own languages. Okay, let's get into the story of Sarvam AI and its incredible mission to build an AI platform for India, not just in India. Just think about this for a second. What if the entire AI revolution, every single chatbot, every smart assistant, all these powerful tools we hear about simply couldn't understand you? Not because you weren't being clear, but because it was never, ever designed for your native tongue. Well, for hundreds of millions of people in India, that's not some far-off hypothetical. It's their daily reality. And this is the exact problem Sarvam AI was built to solve. Their mission? To build what they call a sovereign AI, an intelligence built from the ground up specifically for India's amazing linguistic diversity. So where did this huge, audacious idea even come from? Well, it all started at one of India's most prestigious research hubs, with a team that was absolutely obsessed with language. I mean, just look at this timeline. The speed is just wild. It was founded in August 2023 by two researchers from AI for Bharat at IIT Madras, Vivek Raghavan and Pratyush Kumar. By the end of that same year, they had major VC funding in the bank. And then a really pivotal government partnership clicked into place. This is a company moving at absolute lightning speed. And that early funding? Yeah, it wasn't small change. We're talking $41 million from some of the biggest names out there: Lightspeed, PeakXV, Khosla Ventures. Now, what's really wild is that this was before they had even shipped a major product. It was a massive bet, purely on the team and their vision. That bet definitely paid off, but the real game changer, the moment that put Sarvam into a whole new league, that came from a powerful new partner, the Indian government itself. So Sarvam was selected for the IndiaAI Mission. And look, this wasn't just a stamp of approval. This was pure rocket fuel. They got access to sovereign computing power, direct technical support from giants like NVIDIA, and a whole lot of financial backing. But the most crucial part is the result. It allowed them to stop just tweaking foreign models and to start building their own, truly Indian AI from scratch. Okay, so with all this newfound power, what exactly did they build? Let's get into the tech and see what their AI arsenal actually looks like. First, you gotta understand their secret sauce. It's a technology called Mixture of Experts, or MOE. Think of it like this. Instead of hiring one super expensive generalist consultant who knows a little bit about everything, you hire a whole team of specialist consultants. When a finance problem comes up, you only call in the finance expert. It's a way more efficient and cost-effective way to build seriously powerful AI. And this table right here shows that efficiency perfectly in action. Let's look at their big model, Sarvam 105B, which they call Induce. It has a massive 105 billion total parameters, right? But because of that MOE design, it only uses about 9 billion for any specific task. That means you get this powerhouse for complex reasoning, but without the absolutely crippling cost. It's brilliant. And the performance is just wow. It scored 70 out of 75 on the JEE mains. That's one of India's toughest college entrance exams, on its very first try. On a benchmark for real-world tasks, it actually beats OpenAI's GPT. And maybe most importantly, they've open-sourced these models, making them available for anyone to use and build on top of. That's a huge deal. But it's not just about these huge language models. They've built the entire stack, from Saras for speech-to-text that understands when people mix English and Hindi, to Bulbul for incredibly expressive text-to-speech, and Sarvam Vision for reading documents in Indian scripts. They are building the whole shebang, a complete end-to-end AI ecosystem. So, with this really impressive tech, how does Sarvam actually stack up against the global titans? We're talking OpenAI, Google, the Goliaths. This slide lays it out perfectly. It really is a classic David versus Goliath fight. Sarvam completely wins on its home turf. It's built from day one for Indian languages, it's optimized for how Indians actually speak, and it's way more cost-efficient. Now, the frontier models, they still lead on raw scale. We're talking trillions of parameters, and just sheer maturity. They've had years of fine-tuning and red teaming, which is basically paying experts to try to break the AI to find all its flaws. So it's a trade-off, but for India-specific use cases, Sarvam's home field advantage is a total game changer. And honestly, this chart says it all. When you benchmark these models specifically on understanding Indian languages, Sarvam comes out on top. it consistently outperforms the biggest names in the world. And that's not some happy accident. That's the whole point. It's what happens when you build for India first, not as an afterthought. This amazing performance isn't just about winning benchmarks, right? It's about making a real-world impact. So where is this technology actually being used? The applications are already broad and so incredibly impactful. They're working with the government on things like Aadhaar, they're helping financial companies talk to their customers in multiple languages, and they're breaking down barriers in education and healthcare, especially for rural India. This is technology that's designed to solve problems at India's massive scale. And get this, they aren't stopping at software. Their next big play is hardware. It's called Sarvam Kaze, a pair of AI-powered smart glasses that can listen, understand, and translate in real time across more than 10 Indian languages. Planned for 2026, it's a vision for a future that is built for India's actual linguistic reality.
So as we wrap all this up, what's the big takeaway? Why does a company like Sarvam AI matter so much, beyond just the cool tech and the big funding rounds?
I think it really comes down to this idea. Sarvam is a genuine shot at technological sovereignty. We live in a world where the rules of AI have pretty much all been written in English by a handful of labs in the West. Sarvam is asking a totally different question. What does AI look like when it's built by and for 1.45 billion people? And it looks like the answer is finally starting to take shape.